Salutations! Later on the list, but maybe not so much on Android iPhone, because for the longest time there wasn't a full walkthrough on RPG Insanity for these reviews. Not the case for this game, which, like I mentioned at the end of my last review, is the 6th game with the word Asdivine in the title. So here's my review of Asdivine Cross. 2015 to 2021 as the title screen dictates. That explains everything. Story dump time again. Light deity and shadow deity maintaining balance and peace. Once again, it's the shadow deity's faith being lost over time. Main guy Harvey and some goons set to rob a shitty chancellor's mansion. You got a jealous, smug, know-it-all character rival that leaves you to get pinched. Usually these games wait until I have a full party to imprison me. At least the game gets it out the way for doing the trope again. Hell, you meet party member number 2 across from you in jail, so something's clearly up. Funnily enough, a friend reveals this Princess Amelia is a long-lost sister, so the friend whips up a copy to replace her while Amelia goes searching to no avail. When she comes back, Amelia gets branded an imposter, and that's how she ends up in jail. Said friend is the King's Chancellor, jailing even those who disagree with him. Main guy of your Robin Hood group, the Watchers. Please don't let there be giant babies to fight in this game. But yeah, main guy and princess get sprung. Some scythe-wielding soothsayer-looking character for your third joins up on behalf of a request from Watcher leader Isaac. The one masquerading as the princess turns out to actually be said sister for character number 4 with the power to pretty much doppelgang and do a callback from Crystal Ortha's final character and learn many techniques. Though this time, she's got to be big and bad enough to take said skill or magic in the face to learn it. Put her in as the main first character to further guarantee this happening in your battle formation. 2015 for sure. Backtracking galore. Some dungeons are tiny places devoid of enemies, save for maybe a boss fight and some treasures. No need to worry about getting them all, even though there's a lot. The usual fare, powering up weapons through fusion, learning spells with the 3 elements of light, dark, and void, which you can even hit character number 4 with, so she learns that. Asdivine Cross points, 10 for every 3 battles, so you do actually get things rather quickly in this one. Even starting with 1,000 to spend and just double your XP right off the bat, boom. Mostly saved every 200 to buy skill bags. Only character number 4 can use them to randomly gain one of the plethora of enemy-only skills in magic that you hope you can be lucky enough to get hit with to learn. There's no guarantee a certain enemy will use the exact skill you're looking for. No 3 battles in a row machine at the start and end of dungeons is a sign of how far back this game is. Trophy-wise, the multiple endings with the 3 girls make a return, as does the true endings, which you'll actually need to New Game Plus the entire game from the beginning to accomplish. Thankfully, they'll let you skip scenes you've already seen, while the whole game actually has some newer scenes. More or less. It's not exactly near in that regard. But what you keep in New Game Plus are levels, skills, spells learned, all the items you had, though you do need to re-equip your best stuff. Money and guild coins you keep. What doesn't keep is unlocked areas in the subquests, and you need to New Game Plus to unlock the final 4 subquests for that trophy. Some early dungeons going through the first time had some doors blocking off a portion. They open up in New Game Plus, so make sure your levels are high enough and you're strong enough to tackle them if you decide to go down through those doors. The best part, though, about going from New Game to New Game Plus, any treasure chest you might have opened, they're back. So anything you went through, you can basically get the same stuff twice to power up your weapons even further the second time around, or get those affinity boosting items. I had like double digits saved up, so I could just plunk down on my characters and get whatever ending I wanted faster. Keep in mind, any camaraderie you set is something that's reset on New Game Plus, so it's recommend you beat the game and go right into New Game Plus. One trophy in particular is a 100 fight challenge that just loves to randomly throw out an enemy that can damage sponge and decimate your entire party. There's the maid challenge to do the 100 million damage in 20 turns with a little help from a channel called elliphor. I'll put that link in the description. I was able to find a way to do this. It's important you do this first, because she gives an armor that makes it so you go up 10 fights each win, instead of just 1, which is super helpful. But even with that, my level's at around 600 mark and powered up weapons with almost 100%. It still took me like 40 minutes to get lucky enough to go through 10 enemies to get to the 101 mark and get the trophy. Luck-based trophies, gotta love them. Overall, you don't really get much in the way of warping back to town outside of items you don't even get until halfway. And I swore I saved a bunch. I had everything but those items in New Game Plus. Most of the new scenes going through the game don't really change too much. I mean, this game, like I said, it ain't near when it comes to revealing other stuff we wouldn't have known the first time playing. I might get like an extra item here or there, but for the most part, it's like well, I don't want to spoil. Trying and failing to keep enemies around long enough through my many turns I get for being too overpowered ends up being a curse. If you're trying to wait for a certain enemy or boss to hit fourth character with a skill or magic she's not learned yet in the hopes you can get that done if you're going for platinums as well. Yeah, learn everything. Characters outside of number form being the masochistic type due to her gimmick of learning shit via getting hit are kind of stuff you've seen before. Even Masochist Girl, after going through this game, can wear thin. Especially when you had to do it twice. Sometimes making a game longer, just making a game longer. And I think with how closer to earlier titles than late, way down in 23rd place is where you're going. The next game looks mad colorful by the title screen, and I am hoping for a lot more than just surface area shininess for Chroma Quaternion. Which, for most of you right now, it's take care and thanks for watching. If you don't want to wait till later, I can give you my quick review now. This is a party member, and it plays like Ruinverse. If you like that game, really all you need.